Call to go for it on fourth down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, hold on. Wild Bill. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Come on. Match box. Right. Come. No. Me. Mike's 59. Mike 81. It's a party now. Check. Fresno.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Jim.
Now Murray throwing on second down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Third and 2, and here's Murray. Jordan Reed has it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 45-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
This is Mostert. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Mike is 59. Mike is 53. Mike, check. 59. Hey, he's coming. Double up.
Murray now on first down. They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Hey, watch the slant.
Mostert. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
That's it. 50 for Pittsburgh. 59. Watch the run. Watch it to 6. Pull it. Half. Check 50. Check. Kill. Hatchet. Check 3. There you go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Wilson. Bryant has it. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll buy some time right, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Let's go now. 15 line it. 16 line it. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber. 6 guys.
Now Mostert. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Lucky. Out. Orbit.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Looking long for his tight end. That's caught inside the 20. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready up.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's been a long day for you.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready? Check, 59, 59. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Here's Mostert. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like, you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So 3rd down, and defensively, the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 35.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Murray now to throw, eluding the pressure right. He gets it to Cooks. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Here we go. 59 ring. Minus 59. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half. Accelerating, and off he goes. 30, 10, touchdown LA. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Let's go now. 6. Look at Pittsburgh. Yeah. It's 3. 2. Come. Check. Check. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Not today, you are. Not today. Big edge, big edge, big edge. Zip it.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I got one.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Watch the slip.
A big spot now for the rookie Murray. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Murray from midfield. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And this one complete to Reed. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Boy, just like that, they've got new life.
And the defense still has the advantage, but I know that there's some deflation there. That's why I hurry back to the line of scrimmage and attack them again.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll have another first down and more. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Zerline good with a PAT. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And that is going to